Welcome, 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 welcome to this another health and wellness seminar. This evening we are looking at a very interesting topic. Yes, very, very interesting topic we're looking at this evening. And of course, it is indeed always a pleasure of mine to share via this platform. My name is Christopher Thomas, and of course, I will be your presenter for this evening. Of course, I know that you have invited your friends, you have invited your family members, you have invited those persons that you really care about. At this point in time, you may not be seeing them just yet. Present with us. May I just invite you to send them that reminder, that gentle reminder to say, hey, listen, that seminar that we spoke about yesterday, the day before, or even today, we have started. And guess what happened? I don't want you to miss an ounce of it. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much for logging in with us this evening. Who do we have with us today? Let me see. We have here some very, very important people, and we're very happy for each person that is present with us. I know you're present from all across the length and breadth of the globe. Yes, there are people here from the Caribbean. There are people here from North America. There are even people here from Central America. Those in Europe may just not to hear what's going on with our session this evening. Again, if you have not tuned time for you to share that gentle reminder, because this evening is going to be epic. It's going to be an evening of information dissemination like you have never had it before. Yes, please invite those persons that you care about, your persons that you know right now that are struggling with various aspects, or not what the causes are. This could very well be an eye-opening experience for these individuals. May I invite you just to reach out and to send that reminder so that we can have this great conversation this evening, looking at these 13 warning signs. Yes, 13 signs that your body may just be in need of a comprehensive detoxification system. Yes, a detoxification plan, a detoxification product, whatever it is that you want to choose. But yes, detox is the order of the day, and there are people who are seeing tremendous improvement in their health as a result of just a simple cellular detox. And that's what we want to talk about this evening. We want to delve into that. Of course, my name is Christopher Thomas, and I am here this evening in the capacity as a health and wellness consultant. I'm very delighted that I can be sitting and sharing with you in this capacity, because approximately 3 years ago, I too found myself emitting signs of that would mean that my body would be in need of a detox. Juices that we drink, that we claim that are natural juices, not all of them are natural. Some of them utilize artificial dyes to give that color, and of course they use other things to get the taste there. Of course, there are other things. You're talking about smoke. Secondhand smoke is worrying, because you may not be the person that is literally smoking, but your neighbor may be a smoker. You may take the public transportation and you encounter the people who are smoking on a daily basis, right? You may live in an environment where every now and then your dog is on fire, or somebody's lighting somewhere around the corner. All of these things are in our environment, and so therefore they contribute to the toxins that we are exposed to on a daily basis. Now, as a result of these toxins, ladies and gentlemen, we want to look at 13 warning signs. Yes, your body usually speaks with you. That's a good thing about the God that we love and serve. The God that we love and serve made us in such a way that our environment speaks to us. In this case, our bodies will always speak to us. If you have a virus in your body, one of the things that normally happen is that your body has a fever, usually emanates from that. Of course, that is telling you that there's a virus in the system. So when your body is what is going to speak to you in a multiplicity of ways. And so this evening we want to look at some of these ways that your body is literally speaking to you. Number one this evening on the list is that of a strong desire for sweet. Yes, you want to always be on the sweet side. You want to be eating those things that are always sweet. Yes, you can't pass up the donut. You can't pass up the sugary stuff. In fact, if you were to be away from sugar for any time at all, it seems as if your life is getting out of control, right? And of course, that also leads to blood sugar issues. Sometimes always craving for that sugar. You can't just see the sugar and leave it alone. You can't see the sweet items and leave them alone. This is possible that your worms are actually in your system, and it's actually the parasites that are craving for these sweets in your body, not so much you, because of course if you consume a certain amount of food, then your body ought to be filled. And of course your leptin in your brain usually speak to you and say, hey, Don Rogers, that's it for the day. But when you are overly craving for these sweets, it means that you are not alone in your eating journey, right? Your food is not getting to where it ought to get to. Digestion may not be taking place of your food into your cells, right? So sweets is one of those. When you look at that type of constant craving, you give up sugar for a day and it seems as if you're going to die. In fact, you can't give it up any at all, right? And all the things that you are consuming, is just always on the sweet side. That is indicative of the fact that your body is overly toxic. Your body is speaking to you. Your body is telling you something, right? Number two on this list that we want to look at is brain fog, ladies and gentlemen. You have your phone, you place it somewhere, and you just don't remember where it is. You can't recall anything at all, or very limited info. They ask you a question, and you had the conversation just now, but 2 minutes later, nothing. You're unable to recall the information. Of course, that could be as a result of you being extremely fatigued. If it is constantly happening, if it's happening day in, day out, then this is something that you have to look at, dearly. It means that something is happening in your system that is abnormal, because a normal, healthy person that is able to consume all your fruits, your vegetables, your proteins, your starches, your water, and your fats, in terms of a balanced diet. Once you then you really are brain fog. You really are not to be able to assimilate information. You can't concentrate. You can't focus for a long period of your life. You can't even have a conversation, so to speak, because your brain is so foggy. Lots of persons I know are like that, but no, they are doing much better because they have made a decision to really fix the problem. Another of the challenges, one of the signs that your body may give you is that you're constantly passing foul-smelling gas. Yes, you can't help yourself. It doesn't matter what you do, you're not able to help yourself in this regard. You are in an environment and you pass some gas and the entire place, people are just moving there and there about, because the gas that is coming from your system has a particular smell that is not favorable. It's not a smell that people want to inhale. It's very terrible. It's like you're passing the dump or you're passing the cheese factory, that type of thing, So this, of course, has to do with, the high levels of toxins that are currently residing comfortably within your stomach, right? And of course, when you pass gas, then that becomes a part of it because your system is not literally excreting waste matters as it ought to, or as often as it really ought to. Some persons is when they burp that happens, it's a foul scent when they burp, and others, you're passing it as gas in the atmosphere, right? So these are some of the signs, ladies and gentlemen, that something unusual is happening in your body. Your body is overly toxic, and your body is toxic from a cellular level, right? This is something that you have to take into consideration. Once you're experiencing anything like this, then the person who invited you here, you have to get in touch with them because they're going to show you the solution to that particular problem. Constipation, a very, very, very big problem for a lot of individuals across the globe. Yes, and of course, this is another of the warning signs that your body is saying to you, hey, you are in need of a detox, because why would you be constipated? You are consuming all the water that you need. You are eating your fruits and your vegetables, yes, but you are still constipated. What is really happening? We have seen so many persons in recent time who are now coming forward and they are saying to us, yes, I am constipated, and it doesn't matter what I do. They say people give them oils to drink, people give them minerals to drink, and it's just not helping. They are taking their own remedies, and it's not making a difference. What it means, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's a level of constipation that is taking place that is toxic related. Yes, your body needs a comprehensive to get that out. Now, some people tend to confuse a washout with a cellular detox, and we're going to explain more about that further on in the presentation as we go along. You can drink some mojo herb and that will just flush your colon for a while, but that does not speak to the problem that it literally start the process of constipation. You know what I mean? So we're going to discuss that as we go along. Another, and this one most people can identify with this, is that of fatigue. Fatigue is a major challenge for some persons. As you get to work, you're tired. You get home and you may fall asleep and wake up in the night and you're not able to sleep properly and that type of thing. Always fatigued, always tired, always stressed. And so if you are fatigued, then that may lead to brain fog. If you are fatigued, then that may lead to some other challenges such as insomnia, low libidos, etc. Right? All because of the fact that your energy level is low. Mark you, according to you, you are eating properly. Your meals are prepared and you're consuming these meals daily, weekly, monthly, and so on. You're eating. There's nothing wrong with the food. You are eating foods, but little known to you is that you are just toxic. Your body is overly toxic. You're exposed to these perfumes, to these daily care products, the cleaning products in your house. Some of us work in some very bad environments as well. Yes, and you have to be careful about that. Some of us work with chemicals. Our farmers, for example, sometimes I'm worried for them because these sprays that they are using, these insecticides and these pesticides, these herbicides that they are spraying, the chemicals that they're these dangerous chemicals. And one of the things that we are learning now is that more and more farmers are now finding out that their bodies are, dying as a result of cancer. Yes, and of course, many people will tell you if you read those labels, those pesticides and herbicides and fungicides labels. One of the things that they tell you is that exposure to the actual chemical can lead to cancer. And a lot of the farmers here in Jamaica and across the world are struggling with cancer-related, struggles. So you have to take that into consideration. Another of the warning signs would be the inability for you to lose weight. Yes, you're according to you, you're eating properly. So you are drinking enough water according to you. You're consuming the right proportion of vegetables to protein, to starches to fat. You're still not losing the weight even when you're exercising. And especially the weight is lodged around your midsection. It's just not going away. This is indicative of the fact that your body needs additional support. Other than the foods that you're consuming, other than the exercise that you're doing, yes, other than the fact that you're minimizing your eating patterns, yes, it means that something else is taking place in your system. And this could very well be that your body is overly toxic, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen where persons, for years try to lose weight and they just could not lose the weight, Bishop. But the moment they detoxify the system from a cellular level, what do you know? The weight just starts to dissipate from the body. Yeah. So the detox is very, 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 very important for the human body. Abdominal bloating is another of those challenges that persons whose body is overly toxic may encounter. Yes. Lots of issues with the stomach. And so as a result of that, you find that you are bloating. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how you do it, doesn't matter how many times you do it, you're just always bloated. Yes, always constantly bloated. You eat starches, you're bloated. You consume proteins, you're bloated, right? So this could very well be as well as a result of the fact that you need to detoxify yourself from a cellular, because this could be coming from the fact that there's undigested fecal matters in your system, along with parasites that are causing this type of challenge in your body. Parasites, ladies and gentlemen, is not something for you to take. And the chances that these things are very, very, very dangerous to the human body. Another of the challenges would be low libido, both in men and women. Think about it. If your body is overly toxic, then you're going to have low levels of energy. And if you have low levels of energy, then the possibility of you having desire for intimacy is significantly lower, right? And even if you are experiencing intimacy, you might not be there. There may be brain fog, and that type of thing that you're also experiencing, right? So this is another sign again. If you're experiencing this, whether you're a male or a female, then it's very, very possible that there could be high levels of toxins lodging comfortably in your system, right? Mood swings. This minute you are, happy-go-lucky. The other minute you are just very sad. We have seen that. Yes, we have seen that, and there are individuals here who will be able to tell you that, yes, they would have experienced, those mood swings in the past. But however, once they got to the point where they actually experienced the cellular detox, then all of that dissipates and they are now always in the mood that they choose to be in. Another of these challenges, ladies and gentlemen, is a very troubling one, and that is skin problems. Skin problems. We're talking about in the case of the acne, we're talking about in the case of people's skin always itching, eczema, and all these things. Could be as a result of your body, just being overly toxic. The toxins are lodging inside of your body, and so it doesn't matter what you do from the external perspective, it is not happening, because the real challenge is the internal and not so much the external. The moment you address the internal, then you recognize that, whoa, my skin is cleared up. And there are many people here as well who can attest to this fact, because they too would have had those challenges in the past. However, once they experience the cellular detox, then all of that become a thing of the past, right? Insomnia, we mentioned that in passing earlier. The inability for you to sleep when night comes. It doesn't matter how much you lie down on the pillow. Pardon me. Doesn't matter what you drink, you're just not sleeping, right? So therefore, you didn't get any rest last night. You are gaining weight because of that as well. You are fatigued at work. You are unable to function in most aspects of your life. You are just basically a zombie going about. You try to eat properly. So you're trying to get your water into your system. You're trying to get your vitamins. You're trying to get your minerals. You're getting your proteins. You're getting your fats. You're getting unable to sleep when night comes. You take all the medication that the doctor provides for you, and it's just not happening very highly. That this is internal, and therefore your body is in need of that comprehensive body detox that we're talking about, right? This is one of them. It's called bad breath. A couple years ago, approximately 2 years to be exact, I met this guy, and guy is an educator. And the gentleman said that whenever he spoke in the classroom, he noticed that the room would split in two. Yes, the moment he opened his mouth to speak, the room is, just in two. In addition to that, he said he noticed that when he spoke and asked the student to respond, nobody would respond to him. So he was wondering what was happening until one day somebody pinched him and told him that, there was a kind of, unwelcoming fragrance that was emitting from his breath. And, he reached out to me in particular. And of course, I provided him with that comprehensive detox. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, the man is teaching now, and he's having a good time back in the classroom as a result of what we're going to be discussing. Now, I want you to understand that these warning signs that we're looking at is really just the precursor to a larger problem that is coming. Yes, the bad breath, the insomnia, the low libido, pardon me, the brain fog, of course, all of these things that we spoke to just now, these are just the precursor to major problems that may affect your body later. And so we are saying to you that, your failure to detoxify your body of toxins may lead to debilitating diseases. We're talking about things like cancer. Yes, as we spoke earlier about those chemicals that particularly the farmers are in on a daily basis. Yes, terrible stuff that we're talking about, right? You, for example, remember we at the beginning we stated a statistics that says, the average person is exposed to over 700,000 toxins or toxic chemicals on a daily basis, right? Because not only the things that we consume as food, but also the environmental factors as well on a daily basis. So your cologne, for example, could very well be leading you to your grave faster than you can imagine. Your perfume, ladies, the also chemicals that you are currently interacting with, your bleach, those terrible things that you used to clean your bathroom and so on, could very well be dangerous. That is why a mask, is very important when you are, cleaning your house and so on. Parkinson's disease, that brain fog, could very well be the beginning of a greater problem, which can be Parkinson's disease, or even, the other cognitive challenges that people, will face eventually. Cardiovascular issue, talking about, heart attack, strokes, that type of effectively throughout the system, then this could lead to, high blood pressure, which of course can lead to strokes, or heart attack. Impotence in the case where you find that your libido is constantly low, you're struggling, to, where that is concerned. So in the case of men, then it has to be impotence. In the case of ladies, I don't know what that one is, but of course I know that impotence affects men in that particular area. So now, how do we now get to the point where you will experience this comprehensive cellular detox. Now, the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, some people confuse a washout with a detox. Yes, some people confuse the two. So a washout is what you boil some syrup, for example, and you drink it, and that flush your colon, right? Or you get some mojo herb or whatever it is, and you mix some concoction you put together, and you drink it, and when you realize, yes, you flush your colon and you feel good within yourself. Yes, that's really a washout, because that does not affect your body in any cellular way. That will not. That is only focusing on digestive matters, right? That is in the system. But what about those toxic chemicals that are lodged all over the cell? Yes. What about the carbon monoxide that is lodging in your system? Yes. All of those toxins that are just there. How does that? How does your seriously? How does your mojo herb treats with that with those particular toxins? So you would need something that has been tested. There are persons who can attest to the benefits in it's told that Mr. Armand Puyol, he was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric cancer. Let me say that again. The gentleman was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric cancer. The doctors looked him in the eyes and told him in no uncertain terms that he had just about 6 months to live on God's free earth. That was approximately 13 years ago. His fiancée at the time, who later became his wife, Dr. Esther Ramos, being a naturopathic specialist, decided that she would not allow the words of the doctor to become a reality. And so she went in search of a possible solution to the gentleman's problem. Her journey took her to a place called Asia, which of course is a continent that has many different countries. And in her journey, she encountered some of the best naturopathic specialists on God's green earth. And they said to her, listen, Dr. Ramos, we understand your pain, we know what you're going through, but here where we are from, there are people here who had the same problem. Here what we did, we provided them with 3 organic ancient mushrooms. The reishi mushroom, the shaga mushroom, and the cordyceps mushroom. She took as much as she could, and she returned to the States, and daily she provided Mr. Armand Puyol with those 3 mushrooms. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 months later, after she gave the man the mushroom, can I tell you, the doctors were literally flabbergasted to see the gentleman who they gave over unto death. He reported to their office, healthy and was looking good. It has been 13 years and counting, and here's a shocking story. Here is the shocking story, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Armand Puyol is not only alive, the gentleman is cancer-free. What did Dr. Esther Ramos do? She provided him with those mushrooms. Now, through further research, Dr. Esther Ramos recognized that one of the major challenges that the human body is faced with is this toxin issue, rather. So what she did is that she chose 2 of the mushrooms that are designed to literally cleanse and detoxify your body from a cellular level to create this great product that you're looking at on your screen right now. This product, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Vida Divina Detox. Formulated with you, your mother, your children, your grandfather, everybody that you know and care about. This tea was formulated with their names in mind. Because here is the product that is so designed, yes, to cleanse and to detoxify your body from that cellular level that you are seeking to achieve. When we talk about a cellular level, we're talking about all the toxins that are currently residing comfortably in your cells on which cancer is being created in your body at the minute. We're talking about those cells that are residing in your system right now that is leading to that brain fat, which in the long run will yield that end result of poor cognitive problem. And so the Alzheimer's and the Parkinson's disease and all of these things will become your brother and your sister later on in life, right? We're talking about the issue of infertility. So many women across the length and breadth of Jamaica, the Caribbean, and by extension the globe, struggling today with infertility, not knowing that because the toxic chemicals that you have been using for years, yes, whether they be contraceptives or whatever they are, that was one of the fundamental reasons that has yielded that particular result right now. But can I tell you, we here have persons who have had this comprehensive detox, ladies and gentlemen. And what do you know? These women told us that doctors convinced them that they would not be able to become pregnant. Yes, they had the detox and they used another product that we have with the detox. And what do you know? 310 babies have born since we have started this thing here in Jamaica, right? And not just that, but we are seeing loads of persons who would normally tell us that, hey, I am fatigued, I'm stressed, I just don't have any energy. Once they use this product that comprises of the reishi mushroom, the shaga mushroom, and of course 10 other powerful ingredients to include the blessed thistle, the persimmon leaves, the ginger, myrrh, papaya, cranberry. These ingredients combined together, ladies and gentlemen, have led to persons, having loads of energy, have led to persons who were literally constipated on the verge of death. One lady reached out to me recently and just said, hey Chris, I have not had a bowel movement in some time. And when it does happen, can I tell you, it's a struggle. That lady told me that when she started this product, for the first 3 weeks, all she experienced was just mucus leaving her system. That's the toxin that was leaving her body. But in addition to that, when she got to week 4, 5, 6, and even 7 and 8, all she was experiencing was just black fecal matter. She said the fecal matters were so black that it resembled the hair on her head. That's what she was experiencing. She was worried, she was fretting, she was on the verge of just giving up, but she continued until she got to the 8th week. Her fecal matters returned to normalcy. That's loads of toxin. When I saw the lady, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, I said to her, at that point in time, that Mom, if I were you, I would start the tea tonight and not tomorrow. Because when I looked at her, I saw something that wasn't looking very good at all. And she, can attest to that. One of these days, I'm going to have her on to share that particular testimony as to how this particular tea has literally changed her life. Diabetics, hypertensive persons, wow, how many of them do we have across the length and breadth of Jamaica that struggle with type 2 diabetes for some time, struggle with hypertension, and having had a comprehensive detox along with another product that we have that enables the body to produces less of the insulin and so on. Can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these people are now living their best lives as a result of this awesome and amazing tea. This tea is changing lives all across the world. All across the world, there are men and women who can tell you that they are losing weight. Yes, because they drank the tea first, cleansed the system thoroughly, and then went on the weight loss journey. There are people who struggled with hypothyroidism. Yes, and with hypothyroidism, one of the side effects of that is that you are constantly gaining weight. Yes, and I know a young lady who she struggled with that. Rosalind Rosalind Allen. Hear her story. She has a very unique story as to how this tea has transformed her life. Miss Allen, if you are here, please unmute your mic and share your story with us.
Yes, I'm here, Sir Chris. All right. Yes. The first time I drank this colon cleanser, I didn't know what to expect because my body was so I feel tired all the time, and my stomach feels so out of place. So the first time I drank this tea, I drank that two sachet of tea, and I find myself going to the bathroom. You know, after that, my body feels so relieved. I'm not a eater of food regular, but after I drink this tea, I begin to eat a lot of food. I'm wondering if I can able to feed myself. That's my testimony.
Right. So that's Rosalind. She's telling you that, you know, she had low energy. You know, it wasn't all that, you know, rosy for her. But having had the tea, Rosalind is saying to us that, you know, things have gotten a lot better for her. And we are excited to hear that this evening coming from Lady Bernard, asking you to unmute from out of Montego Bay here in Jamaica. Please, ma'am, unmute your mic and talk to us.
Okay, Christopher and everyone, good night.
Yes, good night. Go ahead, Lady Bernard. Welcome to our Health and Wellness Seminar. The people have gathered this evening because, you know, they want to know about these 13 warning signs that they're about to show when they're, you know, in need of a detox. They have heard the presentation and now, you know, they want to know if it is really so. You know, are we making up stories? You know, are these things owned by people? So you are an educator, a respectable person here in Jamaica. Please go ahead and tell us your own experience of you.
Over the years, I struggled with sinusitis, bad sinusitis, and migraine headache. And it reached a point with the sinus that it's like every month, you see, like how the weather is now, I would have to be at the doctor. And I wasn't spending less than $6,000 where medication is concerned. And then it reached a point where they even said that I would have to start using pump because of how the breathing and all of that. However, Rosemary Green was the one that introduced this product to me, and I was kind of skeptic about it and, you know, never let to pay it any mind. But however, one day I just decided that I'm going to try it. And after drinking it, I realized that I use the bathroom very often, which everybody have that experience. And not only that, I feel when I drink the tea, I feel like some stuff start coming down. I feel like some things are pulling from my head, come right down. A lot of mucus start coming up, and you know, and all of that. And then the migraine, because when the headache take me, you know, I cannot, the lighting, I have to, the light, and sometimes my nose, I have to bleed before I get released. And drinking the tea, it's not, it's a 1 month thing, but it's just one dege sachet I did. And it was like the third day drinking it, I start seeing results. And up until this blessed day, I don't have any problem again with the sinus. I don't have any problem with the migraine any at all. And another thing, I was diagnosed, I was on the borderline as a diabetic. And when I went back to do the first week I started drinking the tea, yes, I tell you, the third day, all of these things start happening to me. And like the following, I started like this week, and the following Monday, I'd also go for a review. And when I went to the doctor, the first thing she asked me was, what did I have for breakfast? I told her. What did I have for the time we were having online classes? What did I have for dinner this Sunday? I told her, but I was wondering why she asking me these questions. Then she said, you just took the test and we cannot see any trace of any sugar. Everything is normal up until this blessed day, and it's like 2 years ago. So, and I introduced this tea to other persons, and I was sharing with Christopher about a person in my community. He is full-blown he keep coming to my mind, and I just went to him one day and started talking to him about the tea and what it does for me. And he said, Mrs. Bernard, you know, I'm diabetic. And I said, I didn't know. 1 pack he drank. He's on it still in about 1 pack the first week, and he went to his doctor, and the doctor asked him what is happening, because the medication that he was on, he had also to take him off, just one. And I can give many testimonies of persons that is drinking this tea. So this is not a fairy tale. This is not fable. This is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. God bless you all.
Wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard this evening from Lady Bernard, an educator out of Montego Bay here in Jamaica. She's telling you that, you know, her personal experience is one of triumph, but it doesn't stop with her, because she has shared the product with, you know, lots of other persons, and here she's telling you that diabetes is under control. That's her word. That's what she's saying to you. You know, we did say to you that if you experience, you know, this type of detox, then all things are possible. So, you know, this evening, you know, there are persons here that are asking that great question, you know, how they can get the product. Well, let me tell you, this product, ladies and gentlemen, is available through the person who invited you. Yes, the product is available through the person who invited you. Yes, the person who invited you, that person has access to the product, right? Now, let me just tell you here right now and then, you may go to Amazon and try to purchase this product, and what you may get is rat poison, because this product has become so popular. This product has become so in demand that so many persons across the world are now fabricating the product. Yes, one person bought the product through Amazon, and they got 3 sachets in one bag. So the person asked me, how did I get 3 sachets? And it's normally just 1. You know, when they look at it, ladies and gentlemen, when I took it and look at it, it wasn't even the same thing. The product was totally different. So I had to say to the person, thank God you called me, because you could have had some rat poison without even knowing it. So the thing to do to get this product is that you have to get back to the person who invited you. Somebody thought about you to share the information with you. If you have no, let's say you saw it online. Let's say you saw the poster online. The person who posted the poster, get in touch with that person and his or her platform, right? And if you know people who is in need of this product, because right now I'm here and I can see it in the eyes of the people here. You know, I can hear the silence in their, in them as well. A lot of people are thinking, my goodness gracious me, is this really possible? Could I be so toxic? And that is why I'm experiencing these things. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is what research has indicated, you know, over the years. And so it's only for you this evening to take heed and to take action. You know, take action. Get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you want your tea right now. Yes, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. You need your tea right now. You need your tea, right? So no tea is available on Amazon, right? Because we don't know anything about the tea being on Amazon. Our company does not allow the tea to be on Amazon. The tea can only be had legitimately through the person who invited you on this particular platform, right? Don't think about Amazon. Sometimes we think about Amazon because we want to get a little cheaper, but sometimes cheaper end up costing you a lot more than you really want. Maybe cost you your life, and you don't want that. When a distributor of Vida Divina sells this product to you, and if anything goes wrong, you know what you do? Go back to the distributor, because we will be able to take responsibility for anything that happens to you. And let me tell you, so far as we know, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that will happen to you when you get the product through the distributor are good things. Good things and nothing else but good things. Let me tell you guys, it's an amazing product. Amazing product. You know, there's no day that I don't take at least a glass of this product. Just one, you know what I mean? So I want you to understand that the product is available to as many people that are in need of it tonight. We are never out of this product in Jamaica. If you are anywhere in the Caribbean, and you want to get this product into your hand, can I tell you, it's available. If you're in the United States, all the affiliates, they have websites. If you're in Canada, the affiliates, they have websites. If you're in Europe, the affiliates, they have websites. If you're in Asia, if you're in Oceania, if you're in Africa, the affiliates, they have websites. And so you can have the products from those persons. Is there anybody else there this evening? Is there any affiliate who is so led that you want to attest to the things that we spoke about on the presentation? Just raise your hand and we'll allow you the platform to share your own personal experience with this awesome and amazing product, because you invited people here, and of course they'll want to hear your personal experience as to how the tea would have impacted your life. Please go ahead. Don't be afraid. Share your testimony, because your testimony this evening may just convince the person that you invited. Who else would like to share with us this evening?
My. I'm telling you, every opportunity I have to talk about Vida Divina, the detox, I'm always ready. I gave a testimony a couple nights ago. The Vida Divina, like you just alluded to, amazing. And I've got people here calling it the magic tea now in Anguilla. The magic tea. This Vida Divina have brought me back from the verge of death. General surgeon in the United States told me I had 4 more days. If I get out of Anguilla, I had 4 more days before I died. All on my face. But when I got back to Anguilla, I was struggling. And I was supposed to have gone back to the United States between 6 to 8 months. That's 2 years ago. I haven't gone back. I've been on Vida Divina, I've been on Ghana, I've been on Rishi, I've been on Chago, I've been on everything. But the Vida Divina, what it's done for me, and I said to a prospect a couple of days ago, run me down, was doing some videos in town yesterday. And as I hung the phone up, this guy who was following me for 1 year called me up and said, hey, don't move, where you are, I'm coming. Came down and bought a bundle. But before he asked me my story, what is your story? And as I went through my story, I came from a diabetic family. My mother died as a result of diabetes. Died 4 years ago. May her soul rest in peace. And diabetes, high blood pressure, that's our family. Sweet sugar, everything. When I listen to Sir Christopher Land Thomas talk about the crave for sugar. Trust me, when that craving kick in, it's problems. You know, if you follow that crave, it's problems. So that's what the Vida Divina is about. The Vida Divina caused me to be able to sleep, took away the pains, diabetes is gone, high blood pressure is gone. I had serious leg problems, both legs, blocked arteries. There was no blood flowing up or down. The Vida Divina did this for me. Ladies and gentlemen, stop procrastinating. The folks that's on this, do this. I keep on saying, do this. If you do nothing else for yourself, get on that Vida Divina. Call the person tonight that invited you. Find them at their house tonight. Get it set and start tomorrow. Start tomorrow morning, because there may not be another chance. I'm telling you, there may not be another chance. Stop procrastinating. If you listen to me in Anguilla, we've got a lot of affiliates here. They're ready. Well, you can knock on our door, call us at any time. In Jamaica, in St. Vincent, in the United States, wherever you're listening, call that person that invites you right now. Get off the call. Call them. I need a bundle. Sir Christopher Lyon Thomas. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that great, amazing, awesome testimony. You are telling us today that your life has changed tremendously as a result of this great tea. Let's hear from our good friend here. There's a lady here, Global Stars Foundation, asking you to unmute. Go ahead, ma'am, and tell us what the tea has done for you. Why is it that you are so excited about this product called Vida Divina? Talk to us.
Yes, sir. Greetings to you and each and every one on the platform tonight. I couldn't miss this opportunity in giving my testimony. I couldn't. And the reason being, when I was told of this tea, to be honest, I wanted to try it. First, I was skeptical, but then I said, okay, let me try to see if it will get my belly down, because then my belly was getting extremely huge because of this cravings I had developed for the fried food. Yeah? And I must tell you, I was going through some health issues. I've been going through some health issues for over a year. I got highly stressed, and because of that, a lot of things was going bad with my health. A lot of things. So I was just gonna try it for the belly to see if it would get my belly down, because it was getting too high. And I tried it for the week. And within the week, let me tell you what I was going through. I didn't have any energy. If I exercised for 5 minutes, I couldn't do anything else for the day. That is how bad my situation was, right? 5 minutes would take every energy out of me. I would crash for the entire day. I live in the hills, and I have to walk about 200 meters from my house to go out on the main. And to reach on the main on a daily basis, I would have to stop probably 4 times. Now, within the week of drinking the tea, I realized that I'm walking. I can go out there without stopping any at all. I don't even need it to stop even one time. So I was saying to one of my co-workers that you realize my energy coming back, because you know I'm using the tea, right? So I was saying that the energy is back again. And then I realized the belly was going down too. Someone said, you don't realize, yeah, the belly's going down. No, I had crazy cramps during my monthly cycle. I normally overdose on tablets, like 12 knockout to sleep it off. I do not have cramps anymore, right? And I don't have any cravings for anything at all. I have no cravings. The only thing I have cravings for is water. I'm always wanting water to drink, which is good. So I'm just loving this product so much. I'm now doing Venus. The Venus is out right now. I've ordered some brain because, some sight, because as I said, a lot of stuff was going bad, which included my sight. The sight is not yet, it don't reach me as yet. So I'm actually just going to use the brain, because I said that brain also assists in that department as well, right? So the sight still needs to be adjusted, but I'm seeing a little better now. Yeah, so I am just grateful and thankful for this opportunity. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm sorry if I had known about Vida Divina, as I said in one of the meetings, I wouldn't have gone in the other network marketing that I went in. Trust me.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Lady Star, for sharing that great testimony with us this evening. Imagine those words you shared, ladies and gentlemen. You heard for yourself. The young lady said that, look, prior to the tea, her life was a stretch. She was experiencing so many difficulties. Sir Dan Rogers, difficulties. Lady Allen, difficulties. Claudette Bernard, difficulties. What more would you like to hear? Well, can I tell you, according to the statistics, ladies and gentlemen, we are exposed to numerous toxins on a daily basis. Approximately 700,000, think about it for a minute, chemical toxins that we are exposed to on a daily basis. That is crazy. That's not a joke statistics, ladies and gentlemen. Our perfumes, our colognes, our deodorants, cleaning products, cosmetic products, plastic water bottles, carbon monoxide from the car, smoke, preservatives, artificial dyes, additives. All of these things are things that are contributing to a very toxic lifestyle. And of course, your failure to address this particular problem can lead to greater things. Cancer, pneumonia. Think about it. Parkinson's disease, name it, Alzheimer's. I'm sure that's not where you are this evening. That's not what you desire. No, you desire healthy living. And so this evening, may I invite you to get back to the person who invited you to this presentation. Get back to them and let them know you need a 6-pack of tea to start your journey, to start your detox journey. And come back to us and tell us your own personal story. I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us this evening on another Sunday night health and wellness seminar, where we look this evening at 13 possible warning signs that your body may show you that, look, you are in need of a detox. Get that detox. That's what the tea does. That's what the Vida Divina detox tea does. Get in touch with the person who invited you and let them know that you are ready to start your detox journey. God bless you all. Thank you all for being present. We look forward to seeing you again on another Sunday night health and wellness seminar. My name is Christopher Thomas. Have yourselves a productive evening. God bless you all. This call is officially over.